So let's go ahead and get started today. So first of all, thank you all for joining us for our November edition of the Small Business Webinar Series. Always great to see a good crowd in attendance, and I think we're going to have a few more joining us here as well. Before we get started with the presentation, just a couple of kind of housekeeping notes. First of all, we do record all the sessions. The same website that you logged in from. We also have recordings of past sessions. We also have, if there are slides or handouts from the speaker available, those are posted next to the recording as well. So if you want to go back and get a copy of the slides. And for today's session, there is a resources link right underneath that login link that I think our presenter will refer to. So if you want to have that handy, that will be available to you right now, even if you want to grab that there as well. So, and then just a couple other reminders. Next month, our December one will be on December 1st, because that'll be the first Thursday of the month. And we're going to have Steve from the Montana Dinosaur Center talking about an automations case study. So he's going to talk about some of the ways that their staff has integrated automations into how they deal with customers, and kind of what the results have been and what the savings are, and some of those kind of things. So mark your calendars for December 1st for that one, for our next session as well. So our series in general is brought to you by a couple different organizations working together. The first being America's Small Business Development Centers, the Montana Department of Commerce, the Small Business Administration, Montana State University Extension, Montana Economic Developers Association, University of Montana, and then we get some extra support from Grow Great Falls Economic Development as well. So if you engage with any of those folks, please thank them for allowing this series to be brought to you at no cost. So with that, let's turn our attention here to today's topic. I'm kind of excited about today's topic. Sometimes I feel like I know a little bit about what we're going to learn about today. Today I feel like I know nothing about what we're going to learn about. So today is going to be dipping your toes into TikTok for business. Shelby Humphreys is going to be our presenter. She is the owner at social media Missoula Social Media, had that backwards there. And Shelby's a fifth generation Montanan, a Missoula native, and he loves to connect with people and ideas, whether it's in real life or the digital world, which I think is where we are today. She enjoys supporting Montana communities through creativity and connection. With 8 years of digital marketing experience, Shelby helps link small businesses to their markets so they can focus on what they do best. And before I actually turn it over to Shelby, I'm just to encourage people to put questions or comments into that chat window as we go. If we get a nice break, we'll ask those along the way. If not, at the end of the presentation, we will catch up with any questions that we might have missed along the way. So with that, Shelby, I'm going to turn it over to you.
All right. Thanks, Joel. And thank you so much for this opportunity. I've been talking to a lot of small businesses, and this topic has a lot of angst around it. Folks are wondering, should I get on TikTok? Should I be chasing all these challenges? What do I do? Where do I start? And so today I'm really hoping to give you a sense of, okay, I know where to start, and I know I don't have to be anxious about it kind of feeling. There's businesses that have a lot of success with it. We'll go over a couple of those. And then I want to end with a couple of really solid, actionable items you can do right now to feel like, I'm on TikTok, and when it feels right for you to start being more active, you'll be already in set with an account. Okay. So a little bit about myself. I am actually dipping my toes into TikTok as well. I've been watching it for a while now to see if it really stick, and it is. So what really got my attention is, for a long time, people have been creating content on Instagram and then copying it over to Facebook. Well, now what they're starting to do is create original content in TikTok, which says a lot about what the public wants and where folks are actually focusing their energy. So that's what really got me thinking serious about TikTok. Real quick, you might have heard of it in the news yesterday. The FCC commissioner is asking the US to ban TikTok. That's a big ask, and I don't think that's going to happen. But just to give you a little information, the program is owned by a Chinese company, and the commissioner is afraid that the company might be scraping data from users, and they're a little nervous about how China might use that. So the US is in negotiations with China to try and figure out, a good happy medium. Honestly, I think it's more of a political football. And if TikTok were to be banned, something would rise up in its place right away, because this is the kind of content that users want these days. So, you can just put that in your back pocket and not get too excited about it right now. All right, so in the resources, we have a PDF, and I'm just going to follow along top to bottom. You can follow along with me. And like Joel said, this is going to be recorded, the resources right there. So if you haven't had a chance to get the PDF, no problem. I think it's going to just be real clear today. Yeah, so I'll get started. The current audience here, Generation Y or millennials, they're age 26 to 40. Gen Z really started it off. Right now, they're age 10 to 25. So pretty young generations, although the trend is to start seeing some older ones on there too, which only speaks to the popularity of the platform. Right now, national and international customers are seeing the most, or businesses are seeing the most success. I should say if they have national or international customers, because the two businesses I will show you are local in Missoula, but they do online sales. If your customers are strictly local, you have the luxury to kind of sit back and wait and see how things go, for sure. And I want to give you just a little sense of how Gen Z drives the content on TikTok. The TikTok algorithm has been known to be kind of spooky accurate. And a lot of times when you first start, you find some content that is just a little blue and a little edgy. And there's reasons for that, but there's ways that businesses have found to get around that are effective. But just to give you a little history of why it might feel that way at first, the Gen Z, they're connected to the world more than any generation in history. So they're more globally conscious and socially aware. And the idea of changing the world has become a moral imperative for them. So they're pretty serious about getting out there and being bold with their conversations. In fact, they engage in what people are calling fearless conversations. And what may feel like too political or controversial or opinionated to older generations actually gains social credit with Gen Z. One account I'm going to show you, she does that really well. She showcases her business in a way that's like matter of fact, behind the scenes. So I think that's a good way to balance this fearless conversation with showcasing a business. Also, they expect representation of a wide range of ethnicities, genders, body types, ages. So a quick story is I'm an ambassador here for a local hiking group in Missoula called Fat Girls Hiking. And the company Smartwool actually invited us earlier this month, me and a bunch of ambassadors, to come down to Denver and just be like a research panel for them as people with bigger bodies, because they want to expand their sizes and they want to show that on social media, because they know that Gen Z, millennials, some of their prime customers, even they're going to age up wanting their products, and they want to get in on that that trend or that importance of representation. So we got to meet with like the marketing committee, the e-commerce, the product development. They were so serious too. They were like, no, really, give us what you think. What do you want? What doesn't work? And it just felt like such an honor to get in front of such a established company with our concerns. However, they don't have a TikTok yet. And I got to talk to their social media coordinator, and they were like, I know, I keep telling them they got to get on TikTok. I'm trying to convince them. So interesting that a company as big as Smartwool has still kind of not taken the plunge. So I also want to give you a side note here. We are in kind of social media version 3 right now. So when Facebook started coming up and Instagram came behind it, it felt like a gold mine, right? It was like, oh my gosh, we can reach so many customers for pennies. And so businesses were just like post every day, twice a day, times a day. It kind of felt like the social media gold rush. But what ended up happening is as advertisers got out there, businesses were starting to realize, oh, we kind of need more professional ads. We might need someone to hire someone to concentrate on this for us so we can go and do our business. And so a lot more advertising, kind of traditional official advertising started happening. And then the pandemic came. And folks are calling what we're in now, phase 3, as a hard fork in the road. Because a lot of people had time, they had time to get on social media, and that meant that they saw more ads at the same time that businesses were advertising more. So they just kind of got sick of all the ads. And that really paved the way for TikTok because it's more of an entertainment kind of platform, which means that's where that hard fork is for us business owners. I think what the takeaway is, though, is that rather than our products or our services being showcased, we as business owners or our ideal clients are being showcased because there's a million places now to buy what people want. So it's more like, why am I going to buy from you? What do I like about you? And we'll see a couple businesses that are doing that really well. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump into those. I keep saying I'm going to go there. Well, let's go there. On your PDF, it says 2 TikTok accounts to watch.
Shelby,
Yeah.
am I supposed to be able to see the PDF?
No, I think it was downloaded as a resource.
Okay, thank you.
You bet. You bet. Great question. Okay, so the first one, these are both Missoula companies first one is Youer, Youer. And great success story with the owner, Mallory. She's a local clothing manufacturer, and actually the pandemic with the supply chains shutting down, she had to close her business. But she kept her social media going, and she kept posting vulnerable stuff about what she was going through. She actually retained her customers and gained even more. And now she says she sells more on TikTok than any other platform. So I want to go ahead and share my screen and give you an example of what she does. Okay, I got to wait for that little bar to decide it wants to.
You're good. We can see it.
Yeah, but you know what? The bar is over the tab.
If you move your cursor down, it should drop away, the bar.
Okay, there. Okay. I'm just going to have to type it in again because that darn bar. Okay, but we'll get there. There she is. Okay, this one right here, Refund or Roast, is one of my favorite things that she does. It's like a weekly, bi-weekly series.
And Shelby, we're not hearing the audio through here.
Oh, you're not.
Which yeah. So I don't think we're gonna get the audio to come with your mic also on, so.
Okay. Okay, I wasn't aware it would do that. So let me go and get out of it. Okay. I have links to each of those customers and those accounts in the PDF. So you can go back and enjoy all of their posts and kind of see what I wanted to show you. But what she was doing there is she was narrating how one of the products came back and there was a piece of plastic in there and it was kind of wrinkled. But along the way, what you got was a sense of her high quality that she keeps in her clothing. And she actually snuck in there that she does compostable shipping bags. And she decided to actually return the person's money because it was in good condition. But I just love the vulnerability and authenticity she shows there. She's not trying to sell anything. She's just trying to show us that she cares and she has a good product and that she's reasonable about returns. So that's why I really like her. Another one here in Missoula, they're called Vim and Vigor, and they are a compression sock company. I'm so bummed that I can't get that audio to work because what they do really well is they do trending audio. And you'll see if you pull up one of her posts, she's showing the compression socks, but she's also lip syncing to a popular audio track that is on TikTok. So she does a really good job of keeping inside the trends while showing their products. And it's just entertaining. It's fun to watch her. She told me that someone found her in Missoula on the streets and they were like, oh, you're the Vim and Vigor girl. So a really good example of how people are following people, right? Rather than businesses. So yeah, I have those links in the bottom of the PDF. So when you have time, when you have time, go ahead and go into those accounts and you'll get more of a feel of what businesses are doing on TikTok.
Shelby, let's give it a try. If I share that one quick, let's see if we can get this to work here.
Oh, okay.
How about, are you hearing that, Shelby?
Just barely. So that's a song that's really popular on TikTok right now. She's overlaying her text and just taking a peek at the socks. Really short, really punchy. And both of these accounts, they post about twice a week, I would say, after looking at those. How do they make money? When you follow Vim and Vigor, and you see their posts and you finally decide, oh, I think I'm just going to go see what kind of socks they have this season. So you go into their account profile, and that's where you can put a link to your online store or a way to message you, call you, stuff like that. So there is the link between the posts and actually sales. Okay, moving down on the PDF, looks like we got about 10 minutes left. I think we're doing good. There's 5 steps I want to encourage you to just try anytime that is good for you coming up. And first, of course, is to create a TikTok account. I won't show you how to do that right now, but there is a link down at the bottom of the PDF on how to do that. And you can do TikTok from both your desktop and your phone, which is great. So once you have an account, where do you start? A great place to start is just searching hashtags that relate to your products or your services. So I'm a digital marketer. I search for things. Well, I love to help Missoula businesses, so I'm always searching on hashtag Missoula. And any business that has included that in their post, I follow them. Another client of mine, they do mind body services. So they follow hashtag yoga, hashtag meditation. So yeah, in the search bar, just start plugging in some hashtags that relate to your business and find those videos that you like and follow those folks, because they'll start showing up in your feed and you can get a feel for how they're doing it. Number 3, it's always good to follow competitors. Just to see kind of what they're putting out there and maybe how you can differentiate. So again, it's all about the persona, or you have become the product. And that's kind of Mallory. We sort of saw her without the Vim and Vigor girl, actually, because people know her now on the street. She has become the product, and she kind of has a theme going on there with the music. So following the competitors and knowing what they're doing can help you figure out a different way to stand out from them. Number 4, follow who you already follow on Instagram. There probably won't be everyone that you follow on Instagram, but it's always great to just see how their posts on Instagram differ from their posts on TikTok. Like I said, content is starting to originate on TikTok. So you might see the same posts, but what you might see that's different is the frequency of more salesy posts. So there's fewer salesy posts on TikTok than there is on Instagram and even Facebook. And number 5, I love this one because it's so easy. Just sit back and watch it for a couple of weeks. You know, just get a feel for the feed and how things show up, what kind of content is popular on there, play around with the buttons. I think what you'll notice most is how the content leans towards entertainment and humor and satire. I found a really good quote by Alina Melkanova. She's the CMO at Talkwalker, a popular social media industry, kind of keeping an eye on things company. So she says, when the pandemic forced us online, social media became our lifeline for shopping, communication, and work. So people started looking for entertainment, and TikTok became the go-to channel. It made us smile, made us laugh. It relieved the boredom of being stuck at home, and we were eager to join the party. I think that says it all. I think that says it all. Make it a party and have fun with it. All right, shifting to our last topic is some really easy ways to do posts. Now, if you're not on TikTok already, I do have, let's see here. You can go on my account at Missoula Social Media, and you'll see examples of these posts. Gosh, I just wish I could show you, but we'll make sure that you get links here in the PDF to see these examples that I'm talking about. For now, I'm trying to describe it as best I can.
If you
So
want,
there's an option.
if you want to drop a link in the chat window to me, I'll get them open and I can share the audio with everybody too.
Oh,
You've got
okay.
one in there. And
So I'm clicking in chat. I'm sorry, I'm just not familiar with WebEx. So,
or you can send it via email too. I
okay.
think I'm at the Missoula Social Media TikTok place.
Are you in there?
I think I'm at the right one. I see you there with Happy Medicine as one of the choices. Is that the right account?
Yeah, we're going to show some happy medicine. So that's kind of my entertainment take and fun. I just want to make the social media realm more joyful. And before you show that, Joel, this is an example of a duet. So you find a video that already exists, and you can create kind of a remix of it where it's split screen. So there's the original video, and then as you watch it, you can record yourself reacting to it. So it's kind of a fun entertainment way, and people kind of see what you like, so they get to know you a little bit. So let's try and look at that, Joel. Do you have?
I do. All right. And it's you and then a dog is the co-singer. Is that right?
Is there one with a frog kind of?
Yes, I see the frog.
Let's do the frog. And hopefully the audio will come across.
Let me share.
There we go. So we got just a little frog riding on the yeah. So short and sweet. I'm starting to have people send me videos for Happy Medicine. It's just a fun little break for folks, and it lets them know who I am, what I like, and actually getting quite a few followers off of that simple little thing to do. So that's called a duet. Okay, so what if you have a storefront, brick and mortar, and you have products, I think a great way to start would be to try to find the owner or the maker of one of your top selling products on TikTok. Find a video of theirs that you like, and then record a duet with you saying maybe why you chose this to carry this product, or what you like about it, stuff like that. That's a really easy way to start. On another one, going down here to post ideas or templates. And what this is TikTok just creates some fun little, almost like movie-like
Trying to get it
templates.
hooked up to my earphones. Give me a second.
Almost like movie-like templates. You can just upload photos and videos, and it just has music and a little movie thing already created for you. Super easy way to create something out of photos that you already have. So for example, if you give a service, you could take photos or videos of a customer using your service, or you and the customer having fun together using the service, and just upload those to a template that you like. There's tons of templates. And I think that's one reason why TikTok has gotten so popular, is that there's just so many cool ways to present videos and pictures. Yeah. Also, number 3, the last one there, on my account at TikTok, I have just made it a general kind of, we're here, TikTok welcome video that you're welcome to share. If you create that account and want at least one video in your feed, just go ahead and find that and share it. Easy way to let people know that you're on TikTok here.
Do you want me to share that one now?
Sure, you bet. And there's some music there, but I'm not hearing it. But yeah, so you're welcome to go ahead and share that. My handle is at Missoula_social_media. And we can put that in the chat here. Well, Joel, that's all I have for now. I do want to let folks know that they're welcome to get on my website, email me with follow-up questions as much as you want. The links to there are on the PDF. And I actually happen to have room for one client starting the middle of November. So yeah, reach out if you're curious, you have questions, or you want to know more.
Well,
So,
thanks, Shelby.
so-
We've got a few questions that have come in that I would like
Yeah.
to give to you here. 2 are a little bit related, but we'll start with one and then go to the next here. And again, please keep sending them in. And if you want to unmute in a minute and ask some, that's fine as well. So the first one is, how do you measure whether you're successful with TikTok?
I love that question, because actually it's kind of so brand new that it's unknown. I think, other than sales, if you see your sales increase, I think the best way to compare it is with what you've already been doing on Facebook and Instagram. In fact, they started seeing how TikTok was taking off, and there's a part of Instagram called Reels. Basically, they already had that function inside Instagram, but now they're really pushing it because it functions just like TikTok. So if you post a video now to your Instagram, it automatically goes to your Reels. They're really trying to look like TikTok. So you could start posting Reels if you haven't already. Watch how many people like it and engage with it. And then watch how many people are liking and engaging with that same video on TikTok. I think that's a good way to just start comparing. And also just know your market. If it's a little bit of an older market, like I'm Gen X, there's not a lot of Gen Xers yet on there. Boomers, they're still sticking to Facebook and Instagram, but I think pretty sure at least Gen X is going to start moving over to TikTok. So yeah, just know your market and and see how they're responding. We'll just watch it.
All right. So another question that's come in here is, can you purchase ads on TikTok?
Oh, yes, you can. And in fact, users probably won't even recognize it as an ad. That's how kind of sneaky it is. So it's based on the same ad platform or module that you see inside Instagram. When you create a post, you have an option to make it an ad, and you have a budget and you set all that up. But the post actually looks exactly the same. Yeah.
Right. So a little bit hidden there in terms of what an ad is.
Yeah. Which says a lot about how they're trying to keep the content not feeling like ads, doesn't it? Yeah.
All right. It's kind of like our product placements in movies and things. They're just casually
Yeah.
there.
Exactly. Exactly.
All right. So this was the question that was related to our first one, and you might have already kind of answered this, but I'll ask it to you, and maybe you want to elaborate a little bit. How do you know if you're engaging with your clients or customers via TikTok?
How do you know? People can always comment, but I don't see a lot of comments. I just see a lot of likes usually, and they're in the big numbers. But are they your customers? That's a very good question, because you can see your followers, but you don't always know where they live or if they shop from you. So but have you ever really been able to know who your customers are on Instagram outside of the general demographic? You know what I mean? Is that the kind of the question you're getting to? Or are you trying to ask, how do I know what my market is?
And if the person
Because,
that sent that in wants to clarify a little bit, feel free to do so.
yeah, that's actually a more of a separate topic. And I encourage you, there's lots of resources online. One of my favorite ones is called hubspot.com, hubspot.com. They're an industry leader in research, and they have a lot of tools on there for how to identify your ideal market. Yeah.
All right. So another question here that came in, boy, they're coming in fast. They keep moving.
Yeah, I love it.
Can you push videos to specific locations?
You know, I don't know. I haven't tried to do that yet. I'll find out. I'll find out. And then if you want to go ahead and email me that specific question, or I'll go ahead and forward the answer to Joel. And boy, I love that question. Let's find out. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I'd encourage you, again, if there are some additional ones that might require a little more, please reach out to Shelby or me, and I can forward it on to Shelby as well. So, and I think this is a comment, maybe a bit of a question. I read to follow your ideal customers to help the algorithm serve your videos to your ideal demographic. So,
Oh, so if I understand you right, you are going and finding your ideal customer and you're following them, which then the algorithm says, oh, this business is tightly connected to this customer, and they feed it, kind of complete the loop and feed your stuff back to their those similar demographics. Huh. I haven't heard that yet, so that's good to know. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Makes
all right,
sense.
final call for questions, everyone. Is there more questions? You're welcome to unmute, or you can type in the chat window if you'd like. We have at least one multitasker that posted their first video while we were in our session.
Woo, woo.
All right, well, it looks like we have wrapped up all of our questions. So thank you everyone for joining us today. Shelby, did you have any final comments you wanted to share?
Well, Joel, you're my golden man today. Thank you for helping show those videos. Next one we'll do, hopefully I'll figure it out a little better, and it'll be a little smoother for everyone.
Right. Well, thank you very much, Shelby, for taking your time to share your knowledge with us. And again, today's session is recorded, so you can check back in and watch it. We do have the resources with the links that Shelby referred to on the webpage. So if you didn't get a chance to go to those, you can certainly follow up on those. That's there immediately. The recording will probably be there. Certainly by tomorrow, we'll get that posted as well. And then mark your calendars for December 1st will be our December edition of the Small Business Webinar Series. And we're going to talk about automations and how they can save your business or staff some time. So have a great day, everyone, and thanks for joining us.
Thanks, everyone.